let's get into some of the data points that I'm seeing that really jump out in terms of Monday Night Football. Let's start with, well, I like Bijan to be very, very impactful in the game. The Philadelphia Eagles got pushed around a little bit up front. They allowed the second most adjusted yards before contact per attempt, 2.85. And the usage for Bijan last week was elite. So that looks really, really good. Here's another key point on the other side of the ball. The Falcons played cover 3 at the fifth highest rate last week, just under 50%. And Devontae Smith, a.k.a. Skinny Batman, posted 0.40 targets per route run and 3.20 yards per route run against the coverage in week number 1. Of course, that situation is a little confused because A.J. Brown is out, but no doubt about it, still absolutely like Skinny Batman this week. Jalen Hurts, not good last week, but the Falcons pressured Justin Fields at the 12th lowest rate last week. So I would imagine Jalen Hurts will have some time to throw. He averaged 4.8 YPA and a negative 15.4% completion percentage over expectation on 10 dropbacks last week up against pressure. So let's take a look at some of the propage on the board tonight, starting at the quarterback position. And I'm probably going to leave everyone alone here because of the total with Jalen Hurts over 30.5. I don't know if they have enough receivers to get to over 200 yards because Devontae Smith is going to get special attention. Dallas Goedert is not a big yard per catch guy. I mean, they're very, very, very thin. So I'm looking under here. And then Kirk Cousins did the segment with Rich Gannon here on the show last week. And man, Rich was very, very concerned about Cousins' lack of mobility. Now, on that point, there is a good data point there. The Eagles did not rush the passer last week at all. So we got that going for us. Rushing props tonight for the Falcons and the Philly Birds. Bijan Robinson, I feel pretty good about that. The over the 14.5. Not going to play it in terms of the carry total, but if I had to, I would go over on Bijan here with the rushing attempts and the rushing yards, 64.5. Again, Eagles, they have not been a dominant run defense for over a year, honestly. I did not think they were very dominant in September last year. They were good, but they weren't their normal dominant self, and they've kind of fallen off ever since then. Saquon Barkley, 17.5 rushing attempts. I mean, I'd go over here as well, but again, I am an over person. Jalen Hurts, I think I'd kind of lay off of this one too. I'm not feeling any of these props, honestly. Let's move on to the receiving props because I do have a couple of here. I would go with Bijan Robinson and the over prop there for Bijan. I feel pretty good about that. Again, the usage last week was really, really good. They did a nice job not using Tyler Algier, quite frankly, like Arthur Smith did. So Bijan Robinson is a good bet to get the love in the passing attack here. A couple of checkdowns. And that's the thing. Kirk Cousins, forget it. Downfield looks to Darnell Mooney, forget it, unless Kirk Cousins really dramatically improves. So he's going to have to check it down to guys like Ray McLeod and Bijan Robinson. Dallas Goedert should hit this. I'd probably take the over on the catch total at 4.5, but I lost a Goddard prop last week, even though he had the action that I expected. So I don't know if I'm going to go under 43.5. If I had to go under Darnell Mooney, and I like Mooney going into the season as a sleeper of sorts, and maybe he'll be fine once Kirk Cousins gets going, but he is not going right now. Not at all. Hopeless. I mean, he completed like a 15-yard ball to Darnell Mooney first quarter last week, and that was it. So under 38.5 and under 3.5 grabs. Here's the one that I like. Skinny Batman, Devontae Smith. The number was a lot lower. I know our guy Tom Brawley, the grinder, is going to join us after the break. The number was a lot lower early in the week when he got on it, but I'll still go over the 71.5. Obviously, the targets are not going to be a problem. Unfortunately, he probably won't be lining up inside quite as much, and that's a shame with no A.J. Brown. Smith ran 75% of his routes from inside last week, and he crushed it with a 24% target share. Maybe they can move him in a little bit more here and there, but he's still going to go over this yardage prop, so I feel pretty good about that. Skinny Batman here. What else do we have? Drake London, you're going to see a lot of Darius Slay, 56.5, 4.5 grabs. I'm not seeing that. I think it'll be a 3 to 4 catch game if he's lucky. I'm sure they're going to adjust to last week and maybe get him the ball on some design plays, quick hitters, in-breaking routes, things like that. I don't know if it necessarily equates to a lot of yardage here for Drake London. Now, I think I would look at Kyle Pitts. If I had to make a pick, I'd go over most likely 40.5, maybe the 3.5 grabs. I think it's right there. He's going to catch 3 or 4 balls in this game. But, yeah, I'm not going to place the actual pick. The 3, though, that I will make, and I am going to pop out a Thursday night special when we close out the show in a couple of minutes. Skinny Batman, Devontae Smith. I'm going to go over that one. I'm going to go over the total on Bijan Robinson, 29.5 right now on DraftKings. I'm going to go over. I see Devontae Smith is up to 72.5, so you better get in there. I'm going to go over 72.5 for Skinny Batman. And I will go over Ray McLeod, 28.5 here, minus 115 on DraftKings. Big time concerns for Kirk Cousins tonight. Will he be able to move around? Will he show any mobility? Again, the Philadelphia Eagles, luckily for Kirk Cousins, and this is why I feel somewhat okay about some of the lower end guys. They did not rush the passer very well last week. That was the one thing. I thought Vic Fangio's defense looked pretty good, but again, they did not get much pressure on the quarterback there. So Kirk Cousins, big test tonight. I say lean on the side of caution. Don't expect downfield plays. Don't expect a lot of mobility. Expect a lot of running with Bijan Robinson, and expect a lot of checkdowns to the backs, the tight ends, and the inside slot receiver, Ray McLeod.
Thanks for watching, but don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at zero cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.